My name is Amanda Lindquist, and I was in the military at one point. And I think that's where kind of my anxiety issues really started. I deployed to Afghanistan, and when I came home, I just kind of had trouble coping. So kind of have been dealing with depression and anxiety on and off. I've been on and off depression medication, which I have no problem with, but sometimes it's just not enough. And sometimes, you have things that happen around you in your life that really intensify, and you just need something to kind of get you through that. Lately, I've taken on kind of a big project in my anxiety, especially with COVID. I think COVID had a lot to do with it. My anxiety was just through the roof. I wasn't sleeping. I couldn't eat. I lost like 15 pounds in a month. I needed to do something because I was already on medication, and I just couldn't, I was having trouble again. I was having significant trouble with my quality of life. So I actually decided, you know what, to hell with it, I'm going to try the CBD. That if I could just relax for a minute, that would be great. It won't get me high. It's not like taking a drug. This is something that, if it works, will be amazing. So I actually ordered some online, and I think it's something that's carried in Sprouts in Colorado. I don't know. I looked into it, and I was looking for something that was independently tested and something that had very clear dosages, and it was very highly rated. So I tried it, and it was pretty nice. It helped. I could sleep again. That was huge, and it was enough to kind of get me through those moments where otherwise I was just so tense I couldn't even really operate. So the first thing I noticed about Alpha was first and foremost the taste. With the other CBD I had, it had kind of a really skunky taste. It tasted like marijuana. Let's be real. But with the Alpha, I didn't have that flavor at all. It was really very smooth, and it didn't have that skunky taste where it filled my whole mouth with the way the other CBDs did. So that was pretty amazing. I also noticed the dose was a lot more clear. And as a former nurse, you want to know what your dose is. You want to know. So it could, depending on how big your dropper is, your dose could really vary quite a bit. With the Alpha, I noticed, you get one dropper full, that's 1 milliliter, I believe, and that is your full dose. And that was really quite nice too, because you've got something that's fully calculated, and there's not very much variation from dose to dose. I probably get anywhere from a good 8 to 12 hours of effect with it. So I went to Sedona recently, and I grabbed the wrong one. I accidentally grabbed the wrong one. So I took the one from the online store with me, and I noticed a really big difference in my anxiety level. It was a lot less well controlled than with the Alpha. And I noticed, God, it doesn't really feel like I'm taking anything. What is happening here? And I went and I looked at it, and I'm oh, it's the wrong one. Oh my God. So I definitely knew the difference, and I didn't realize what the difference was. At first I just thought, wow, my anxiety is really, really, really high lately. This vacation is terrible. And then when I actually looked at it and I realized, the difference is, they're two very strong differences. One of them is clearly more effective than the other. I noticed the difference. I don't really feel like it keeps me from being an effective parent. It doesn't dull my senses. It doesn't dull my reactions. I'm still very aware of what's happening around me. So it's not like I'm drunk or something, which I think is what sometimes people think. What it does is it settles me down, and actually I'm a better parent. I have noticed, when I am really highly anxious, I'm not very attentive, and I'm not very patient, and I don't have a lot of tolerance for common child antics. But when I am in that place mentally and I do something about it, like take the CBD, it calms me down, and I'm a more effective parent. I'm more patient, and I'm more tolerant of their normal behaviors, and I think I'm just better. I think I'm better. I think it's better to take the CBD than not. And actually my anxiety has improved quite a bit, and so I'm actually taking a lot less of it now than I was.